This is the Internet podcast. I'm your host Trey.
I'm your Jose. Let's get into it. Yo, saw something and I didn't even listen to the whole thing. I didn't read it. I just saw the post and it bothered me to the core. And it read as follows. Heartless UK nurse used freshly deceased patients' cards to buy snacks.
Hmm.
That disturbed me so much. And I was trying to play devil's advocate when I read it.
Yeah.
Maybe she had to provide for her kids, and that's why. And no, there's really no excuse.
Hmm.
For one, nurses get paid well enough. I'm not saying they get paid the best, but
Okay.
get paid well enough.
Yeah.
So there should be no reason why you're stealing a person who just passed away's card to buy snacks for yourself
Hmm.
or to buy snacks, period. I don't know if it's for yourself or for somebody else, a family member that you need to provide for. We don't know. But at the
Yeah.
end of the day, what kind of despicable human being do you have to be in order to do that? If times are hard, I'm sure you can turn to a friend, family member, something. You're working at the hospital, you probably have friends that are nurses with you.
Hmm.
Hey, you got $5 I can borrow to buy snacks, or you have $5 I can have hard times, something. But
Yeah.
to I don't know. It made me sick. It really did. I can't stand people, but that's just me.
I feel
You?
you.
What do you feel about that?
I don't know. I have mixed emotions on it. Okay. Um. I know it's weird that I have
Please
mixed
explain.
emotions. I can't explain it because it doesn't strike me as heartless. And that's what's weird about it. I think my whole point is if you said that she went to a club, bought bottles, and did whatever, I'd be like, yo, that's heartless, that's stupid, that's whatever. But buying snacks just makes me feel as though she's in need of some way. She might not be, but it makes me just let me just put it this way. You know how many doctors, lawyers, nurses are in debt because of how much they paid for college and university? So all I'm saying is we don't know someone's struggle. They might look like, and there are
And that's
all
exactly
in
what I
a
was
different,
saying. But at the end of the day, I still
yeah,
cannot give you a pass to say it's okay for you to take somebody
I get
because
you. Go ahead.
okay, doctors, lawyers in debt for,
Yeah,
but a lot of the times it's keeping up with the Joneses.
yeah,
Because I'm a doctor, because I'm a lawyer, I have to have the newest Mercedes or newest Tesla. I have to
yeah,
have Tom Ford suits. I have to get my girl Birkin bags, and I have to get a mansion. People want to keep up appearances because they're a doctor and they make money, so this is why they have to do this, or they're a lawyer, they make money.
yeah,
Like, it's okay to humble yourself. You don't have to do this for people. You're
yeah,
showing off for people who really don't care about you. You're doing this because
mm,
you think they care, when in reality, it's just people want something to talk about.
yeah,
So if you did come wearing just a regular suit from, I was gonna say Zellers. Zellers doesn't exist anymore, but you understand what I'm saying.
you're
You come with a
showing your
regular
age.
I really have. You come with a regular suit, and you come in your Honda Civic. People are gonna talk about you. Like, I
Yeah,
had a manager. I can't remember what car he was driving before,
yeah,
but he was a manager. He then became district manager. So obviously, pay goes up with the title.
yeah,
And other district managers and higher ups kept chirping on him because he didn't have a nice car like theirs. So he then
mm,
went out to buy a Mercedes just to fit in.
yeah,
Why? I'm sure both cars would have got you from point A to point B.
yeah.
You're doing this to impress them? Why? But that's
I
it.
agree. But
I'm not
all I'm
trying to
saying
impress
is
anybody.
I fully get you, but I'm just saying we don't necessarily know her situation. I'm not saying it's okay. She definitely stole. She did the wrong thing. So we can argue. We're not going to argue about that. I agree.
Mhm.
Did the wrong thing. But all I'm saying is I find it difficult to judge because I don't see why someone would make such a bad decision in a situation she's in. Like she's a nurse. That means she has a job and
Yeah.
she's clearly so. What would make her do this? So that's why I'm not judging, in which I should be, but it's just because I would like to understand why someone, especially to buy snacks. So a lot of people look at it as she's probably just an idiot and wanted to use his money to buy a snack just because. But I'm looking at it, it could be deeper that she just broke, doesn't have the money. I'm not saying it's okay, but like you said, maybe your kids are hungry and stuff, and I'm not saying it's okay. As I keep saying, but I'm just saying sometimes when people are desperate, they make bad decisions. As we all know, that's the worst time to make a decision when you're desperate. And that could be the case. That's all I'm saying.
You're definitely giving her excuses. Definitely. You are really trying to make her seem like she is an upholding, law-abiding citizen that just made one mess up.
I
Like,
don't
nah.
know. I don't know. That's all I'm saying, yo. I'm sure in the piece that you read, it didn't say a history of stealing cards. So I'm just judging it that who knows if it's an isolated incident, what made you make that decision that day? That's all I would like to
What I'm thinking though,
know.
this is the first time you got caught.
It's
Suppose you've been doing this
not, and you
and
might be
you
right.
buy small stacks because you figure nobody's going to see it, miss it.
Mhm.
But maybe this person's family members check their statements, their balances, and they realize, hey, how did they buy stuff if they were in the hospital and they passed away that day?
Yeah,
And that's where it came back to her.
yeah.
So we don't know if this is something she does because
No, you're
I've
right.
seen it
Yeah,
where people make small purchases on credit cards because they're testing it.
yeah,
They don't want a big purchase to go through because obviously people will catch it, flag it, block it.
yeah.
So no, I don't think
Don't give her a pass in that
I
way.
don't give her a blind. No, no,
I don't know,
not at
and
all.
I feel you. I'm just saying I'm not giving her a pass either. I'm just saying I would like to know what made her do such an act. That's all I'm saying.
Why spend her money when she could spend somebody else's?
If
That's
she had
exactly why.
money, if she had money, we don't know. That's all I'm saying.
What's crazy is you pick and choose who you want to give like background stories to, huh? Because
I
when we
do.
spoke about the Monique thing, you were
Yeah,
saying, hey, if she, I don't know, because she didn't say all that. But then Steve Harvey saying, hey, guys and girls can't be friends. But what he probably meant was, bro,
I'm good at
if you're gonna
this.
give everybody a
I'm good at
backstory, give everybody a
not
backstory.
everyone gets a backstory, okay? We only got 20 minutes, okay? Hey, the nurse gets the backstory. Only room for one more. Better choose wisely. We got a couple more. The only room, one more backstory. So,
Oh man, speaking of backstories, um, the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt,
mm,
star
yeah,
from The Office. I can't even
yeah.
remember her name, but
Huge
it doesn't
fan.
even matter.
Kimmy Schmidt.
No, what her real name?
It don't matter. Everyone knows who we're talking about. Kimmy Schmidt.
Yeah. So she was a KKK princess when she was 19.
No, she wasn't a KKK princess. It's she was a pageant princess, but the origins of it was in of the KKK. Then they made it more inclusive, like more recent within the last maybe 30 years or something.
I feel like
And
you're gonna
then
give her a blight right now. I feel like that was the
I'm
one where you're
just
trying to give
giving
the blight
I
to
told
because
you
you
20
keep
minutes. I had to figure out who I'm gonna use it on. Okay, so you're a jerk, bro. Now listen. So then, she.
yo the
Okay, go ahead.
no, the way you're painting this,
I was just giving you a
you're gonna
background.
give
I'm
her the
just
blight. You're giving her the blight. I know it. But carry on, go on. I want to hear what you're gonna say.
this guy, yo. So what happens? All right. So then she's her family and stuff been in this pageant and all this stuff, right? So she has heavy ties. She wins this pageant at like 19 years old, which again, the origins are KKK, but they tried to be branded and all these other things. So now
Yeah.
recently it's come out that that's the situation. Now, what she says is that she had no clue of the history, and that's just not what she's about. So, my question to you,
hmm
do you think that a mistake you made, let's say 20 years ago, or mistakes people, depending on the mistake, of course, the severity, but specifically her mistake of, at least from what she said, she did not know the origin of this pageant, should be held against her? What do you think?
Okay. I think she's lying. She knew exactly what it was.
Okay.
This is what my problem with people is. If you're going to do something, do it 100%.
Okay.
If this is how you felt about it, it's how you felt about it. I mean, like you said, the origins are from what it was.
Yeah.
But nowadays, how it's been reformed and rebranded and renamed, you can say, you know what, I'm following it because of this. I know this is where the origins came from, but
Mm.
this is not what I believe in. I don't associate with that, or I can't say I don't associate with that, but I don't like that. I think all men are created equal, but this is what it was. It was a pageant I won the princess at 19. Even up to last year, she still donated towards the cause.
Yeah.
So she
Yeah.
knows what it was all about.
Mm.
So don't lie and say, I didn't know. That it bothers me so much when people do that.
Okay.
Sorry, I know I'm jumping, but I sent you that post with the news anchors, the white woman, the black man.
Okay, you have to see this. This is Finn. We're about to show. Oh my goodness, take a look at him. He's a resident of the Oklahoma City Zoo. And this week, the zoo's ape caretaker took over their Instagram, and we are all loving that they did. And as you can see, Finn was fascinated.
Definitely ready for his close-up there.
Kind of looks like you. What do you think?
I'm here this morning because I want to apologize, not only to my coworker, Jason, but to our entire community.
Where they're talking about this gorilla at the zoo,
Yeah.
and they show a picture of it, and they're like, "Oh, it's so cute," and then she says, "Oh, it looks like you."
Yeah.
And then the next day, she comes out with her crocodile tears.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it, and this and that, and da 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 da. And I really apologize. I didn't mean to hurt you. You're my best friend since a year and a half, and
Yeah.
save it.
Yeah.
Now, I understand that we're living in this climate where people are sensitive about certain things that will be said and done. And I get it. But at the end of the day, you have to know who you're talking to.
Yeah.
If I have a friend and me and that friend get down like that, we'll make those jokes. I can find the humor in it. Okay, cool. But don't, if me and you are not cool like that, don't make a joke like that. Even if, sorry, I know I keep jumping places. Coolest Monkey in the Jungle, the H&M t-shirt.
Yeah.
And people went crazy over it because they had the black boy wearing the Coolest Monkey in the Jungle t-shirt.
Yeah.
It's because people are projecting what they think, what they feel, what they see, and they feel like people are just being racist subliminally.
Okay.
So that's what they're trying to do. Now, if the child's mom saw it and she was okay with her son wearing the shirt, why is everybody else mad?
Mm.
They got to check off of it. It was what it was. It wasn't to say there was racist vibes about it, but the more people spoke about it, now people can be like, you know what? I see it. I
So
see.
you didn't find Coolest Monkey in the Jungle like racist?
Okay.
I'm just asking you specifically.
Well, that instance, I mean, it could be seen as it, yes, but I didn't think it was that bad.
All right. So, mind you, instead of saying racist, would you classify it as being racially insensitive?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
Yeah.
And that's also with the Gucci and Prada where they had the noose
Yeah.
and then they had the black face.
Yeah.
Definitely racially insensitive.
Okay, but not
People will go
racist.
out of their way. I still stick with racially insensitive.
Okay.
I do.
All right. I'm just asking.
What were we just talking about? Because I started
Now,
skipping from thing to thing.
Kimmy Schmidt.
Oh, thank you. So yeah, I believe she knows exactly what she did.
Hmm.
Don't. What's done is done. You already did what you did. You trying to apologize now, saying, "Oh, I didn't know what it was." Now people are just thinking you're a racist liar.
Okay.
Tell the truth. Or even if you don't want to tell the whole truth, twist it to what I was saying. Hey, I don't agree with its origins. This
Hmm.
is what it's all about now, and this is what I am here for.
Okay. So
But
you choose to believe H&M, but you don't want to believe Kimmy Schmidt.
okay. So
Hmm.
H&M
Yeah.
put a t-shirt on a child.
Okay.
The child's mother saw it and she was okay with it.
Oh, we're not talking about. Remember, every time they say you have the white people that say, "Hey, my friend lets me use the N-word all the time." Then you see their black friend, like dyed blonde hair, nose ring,
Mm-hmm.
listening to rock. So I get what you're saying, but maybe the mother was all about the check and might have felt away, but that check was looking good. A lot of people will do a lot of things for money.
You're right.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, H&M had a bunch of shirts, but
None of them were
even
monkey.
if,
They only put the monkey one on the black.
once again,
Okay.
it was racially insensitive.
Okay.
But it wasn't something for me to say, I boycott them, they're horrible,
Okay.
I hate them. Very racially
You
insensitive.
just like their clothes. Let's be real about it. You can do without Kimmy Schmidt. You can't do without H&M. I feel you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Pardon me, this is my problem with H&M. I
Yeah.
can't fit in their pants.
Mm.
This is even before that. I cannot fit in their pants.
But you love
As
that
big as the
coolest
pants
monkey shirt, though.
because it was cool.
You was rocking that shirt. Like,
If they made it my size.
but no, look. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I'm saying I choose not to believe H&M, to be honest, because there was a bunch of other kids that posed, and whether consciously or subconsciously, I don't know, but they felt the coolest monkey would fit the black kid the best. Therefore, I'm thinking there was a correlation between the two, why you thought that that would be a perfect match for the black kid. But that's just it might just be my way of thinking, might be because I don't give people that much credit, especially corporations that have people that look through every single thing. And if none of them saw something was wrong, in my opinion, I'm believing that you all knew what you were doing. Whether you just wanted to create a buzz and a stir to sell clothes, because good or bad publicity, it's a lot easier to come out with something, make people boycott, but still get the exposure, which we saw that tactic used, I'm sure, with H&M, with Gucci, and we were just assuming that it was by mistake. I don't believe so. I think they did it purposely just to get some free publicity. But that's neither here nor there. Now with the Kimmy Schmidt, it's not that I believe her or don't believe her. My argument more is maybe she did not. When you're in a place of privilege, no, I'm just saying, when you're in a place of privilege, sometimes you don't necessarily hey, when you're in a place of privilege, sometimes you don't necessarily look at the people it affect or hurt. Like, again, I am pro LGBTQ 100%. Now, if I still ate meat, would I stop going to Chick-fil-A? No. And the same thing, Chick-fil-A, you don't remember they were against
Oh, because I was
LGBT.
like, wait, Chick-fil-A is meat. You mean PETA? PTA?
No,
PETA? PETA?
no, Peter.
No, that's what I
But
thought. That's why it was confusing. Yeah, I get what
yeah.
you're saying. Yeah.
So would I stop going to Chick-fil-A? Probably not. But the whole point is that just because they don't affect me, I'm able to look past it. And I know it's wrong, but it's real. And so with her, even though she might have, I don't know what she heard or not, or knows, or if she's lying or not, but all I'm trying to say is she was still in a place of privilege where it really doesn't affect her. This might be the pageant the whole town is talking about. I want to be a part of it. Go ahead.
But this is what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Don't say, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I say, hey, I know what it's about. This is where it stemmed from.
Mhm.
I get it. It's not about that anymore. This is what it's about, and this is why. In my town, it's a big thing to go for it and be the hey queen, hey princess. And that's what I dreamt of as a child. And when I was able to do it, that's what I got. I don't condone where it stemmed from,
Yeah.
but this is what it was. Say that. I'd be like,
Yeah.
okay. But the
Yeah.
fact that now you're going to turn around and say, hey, I didn't know about it.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Don't lie. Now you think we're all stupid.
I get you.
That's all I'm getting at.
And I think that's possibly could be the case. Or again, sometimes people don't know. And it's their privilege and ignorance. That's what I'm trying to say. The only reason I know Chick-fil-A stands on LGBTQ community is because I pay attention to news. I pay attention to what's going on. But if I didn't,
If you pay so much attention, how come you can't pronounce LGBTQ?
you.
No, it's LGBTQ like IA plus. I'm checking out right now.
Yeah, please do. Please do.
LGBTQ2S plus. Or no, LGBTQ2IA plus. LGBTQ2IA plus.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is just because the only reason I know about Chick-fil-A and their stance on LGBTQ, the LGBTQ IA plus community is due to the fact that I pay attention. Like I don't blame people though that just love Chick-fil-A and go there that are still 100% pro LG rights. So all I'm trying to say is if that's all she knows, especially you're asking somebody that at 19 if they understood the rights and history of that she might not have, to be honest.
But that's it. I'm not even talking about 19-year-old her. The 19-year-old her did what she did. I'm talking about the however old she is now, who's still donating towards the cause. But you know what it's about.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. That's all I'm trying to say. Not necessarily. I could just be donating like, yo, that's where I used to go. Like, let's say, I don't know, man. All I'm trying to say is a lot of people donate to things because they feel a connection to it, not necessarily knowing the history of it. Like she could just understand that this is what we do in my community. Like we go there and I won, so now I have to donate. Once you win, you're part of a small select group, and that's what we do. We give back to the next person coming up, which happens a lot in universities and all these other things. I'm just saying, when you attend, you donate. You might not know, like, yo, that this university started on a plantation. Like, oh, I didn't know that. I just know that that's where I went to school. Then I graduated. I'm just saying, but I get it. And if you don't want to give her the benefit of the doubt, I fully get it. And I halfway don't believe her, but I also can see how someone can be ignorant to something because that's all you know. And that's just being in a privileged space. Like I said with the Chick-fil-A, I'm in a privileged space. I would go there and eat, but that's because it doesn't affect me.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
You know what time it is?
What time is it?
Tales from the internet. Okay. This one is a light one.
All right.
But I saw this post and I was like, yo. All right. It goes. what if our whole life is a dream right now, and we're still in kindergarten taking a nap?
Mm.
And I thought about that, and I was like, that would be so crazy. Now,
Mm.
my question for you is, you woke up from your nap,
Mm.
and you realize you're still in kindergarten. Would you change your life, or would you continue to do everything you were doing, same way you did it?
My G, listen, you know how crazy my Jamaican parents would think I am coming home telling them to invest in Bitcoin and and, and Dogecoin. I was like, yo, listen, what you need to do, flip that, get that. They'd be like, most likely I'd be in an insane asylum. Just like, no, they don't understand. It's all about investing. It's all about me at 6 years old. It's all about investing. So
I'd say invest in IBM. Trust me, you are not going to be upset. And at that point, when they invest in IBM and they see how much it's worth, yo, they're not gonna second guess me when I say Bitcoin.
dude, dealing with Jamaican parents, I'd be like, invest in Apple. They'd be like,
Okay,
he's
hear me
talking
out, though.
about, I'm telling them to
Hear me
invest
out.
in an Apple.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Like,
Me buy one apple. No.
how is this gonna make me money? How is this gonna about
But no.
$100 worth of apples, Mom?
Eat them. They're rotten. But no, for real though. Tell me I'm lying. Grandma goes to the racetrack because she had a dream about 14, 7, 25, and 4.
Yeah.
So if you said, hey, I took a nap and I woke up, and they will definitely make you, but what numbers did you get for the racetrack? They ain't gonna question you. They ain't gonna question you.
Listen, I get up, they'd be like, was that before or after you peed yourself? You know what I mean? I came home with different pads that I wore to school. I'll be like, but listen, what you need to do is
Before or after you feed yourself.
I just said, look at that. I'm just like, what? I'm telling you, we'll be rich. I tell you, we're turquoise.
And I'll never have to wear these secondhand pants ever again.
What are they? What you call it? Like material. What is it?
Velcro? Corduroy.
It's a turquoise corduroy pants. So, I'm telling you, Bitcoin. It's not money, but it's like it's a digital thing. Don't worry, Bob. Just like so. Where'd you get the underwear? But it was in the same box. I just.
Oh man.
But yeah, man. No, I would definitely I would probably hold on to a lot of information until I was able to vocalize. I'm not even gonna be serious. Like I wouldn't. It's not something at like kindergarten I'd run home and be like, yeah, I really, especially if I'm smart enough right now with my dream to understand the concept, I would wait until I was probably in grade 6, 5, where I'm able to articulate, able to legit write down the steps. Dude, I would be rich by the time. But I think it would be too early to try to convince a 6-year-old saying, yo, listen, spend $100 invested in this. They'd be like, what do you know about investing? Like, I heard it in school. Okay?
But then again, you talk to them. They don't believe you. You say, okay, he's going to walk and he's going to fall down and scrape his knee because he's going to trip on that banana peel right over there. And then when it happens, that's when it's like, okay, maybe this stuff is going to happen.
Let me just clear this up for you.
You put the banana peel there, did you, Trey?
Do you remember what happened when you were 6 years old? You might remember a certain thing, but for the most part, you don't remember. So how long would it be before you say, yo, T fell down over there. Like that wouldn't happen. You don't remember the first time you fell or when he would fall in front of you.
Yo,
Because you're
bro,
at
you
this age.
just
No, but you're at
oh
this age right now, and you're going back. So you're not gonna remember, but you can remember everything up to. So now I would remember boom, 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 when to put in, when to take out. I remember all of these things, but I would not remember that. Yo, at in grade 3, I scratched my knee here. Like I, I don't remember that at this age. I'm just saying.
I get it.
Yeah, I'm sorry to break it down for you. Sorry to break it down for you. So the point is,
No, there's
I
nothing
would
to be sorry
I would
about. I
wait
asked you a
until
question.
I'd be able to articulate. I'd wait until I'd be able to articulate myself and be able to just speak and be like, yo, boom, 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 or whenever I got some money, I'd be like, yo, open me up this investment account, da da da, and then they'd be like, what, da da da, but I'd walk them through it. But at 6 years old, they'd be like, listen, you went to school today asking if we could get McDonald's. Now you're telling me to invest $2,000 into Bitcoin. Like, I just don't think that they
I
would.
mean, at that age, Bitcoin was not even around. So you thought to invest in Bitcoin don't make
I,
no sense.
facts. But you're telling me to invest $2,000 into an Apple. I'd be like, no, Apple. It's a computer. It's coming out. You're gonna understand in a couple of years. They'd be like, in a couple of years. Yeah. So I'm just saying.
So Trey said for my 2,000 Apple and no,
Not
no.
2,000 apples. Yeah, and you better eat it. Yeah. Tea and all the whole house just looking at me, just like, yeah. There's a bunch of get some jerked apples, get this big
Exactly.
curry apples.
Big apple juice, apple pie, apple
Dude.
turnovers.
Bruh. Yeah, no. But you would still try to tell them at 6?
Yeah. I tell them
You know, you
every
could
day,
hold on
every
to
year.
that information. You could just hold on to it.
I could, but this is it.
Okay.
Like you said, who remembers these things at these times? You tell them from when you remember it, because okay, you're 5, 6 at that time. Now you're in your 20s when things start popping off with Bitcoin, Dogecoin, stuff like that.
Mm.
Like you said, I mean, obviously we're not in our 20s, but
I get what you're saying.
that's a long ways for you to start speaking about it,
Yeah.
or remembering about it, and remember what to invest, how to invest, what's a good one, what's a bad one.
I get you, but I'm assuming I'm waking up with all of this knowledge. That's right. So if I'm waking up with all of this knowledge, I'm gonna be the smartest kindergarten ever, first of all. Secondly, I'm writing everything down, writing dates down, because you're right.
You remember what it looked like when you wrote in kindergarten? Letters backwards, you're gonna be like,
But
what was I doing?
but I learned how to. Oh man, this is just way too complex, man. They're way too complex, man. But we definitely need to make a sci-fi movie about this. That would be genius. That would be genius. If you think about it, a kid waking up with so much knowledge but can't articulate or write it down to everybody, that'd be hilarious. $1 million deal. Don't steal it.
This person who wrote this post is gonna get mad at us because like, that was my idea.
You thought it was on what you call a private chat or whatever?